Hello, this is a quick demo of Testzilla's AI automated testing. So in this case, we have a couple projects defined. We've got one for Initech and one for Lima Logic. If we drill into a project, we see that we have channels and tests available. Each channel is a way of communicating, like a phone number, or down the road a chat page. If you click in a channel, you can see the tests that are associated with the channel and the most run test status for each of the tests that are here. If you want to edit the channel, you can come in and change any of the settings. You can change the voice you want to use. You can use either flexible or dedicated phone numbers, which is helpful if you have accounts that are linked to a particular phone number. You can use that to run separate tests for accounts that have records that you want to look up versus records that you want to treat as a new customer. It gives you a summary status of all the tests for the channel. So in this case, we have 2 that are passing and 1 that is not. You can drill down into a test, see the testing history. You can look at the test. In this case, this is a test that we know is going to fail just for demo purposes because we don't have the office address in the agent that we're testing. We've got a maximum duration for the call, so we can cut it off if it goes on too long. We don't end up burning too many credits. This is the channel, in this case, the corporate accounts payable that we're using. You can control whether the AI will speak first or the system you're calling will speak first, and if so, you can specify a first message. This is a ChatGPT 4.0 prompt that it will use for handling the call. You can make this as simple or as complex as you want, and then you define what the passing and the failing criteria is for the test, and you can control the temperature, which is how strict or creative it can be on the call. And if you want to retire this, you can mark it as archived. Then you can tell it to run an individual test. Just by hitting that, it'll show the pending status, showing it's in progress. It will, after the call gets started, it'll bring up this test result window. We are using Retail as a backend, which doesn't have the live transcript feature yet. So we had this working on VAPI. When we switched to Retail, we're waiting for this feature to become available again. So we can do, this is running in the background, so we can go do other things while it's running. We can come back out to the channel level. If we want to run all the tests in a batch, this is helpful for after you've updated the code. You want to make sure everything is still working. You can just hit this run all tests, and it will queue up each of these for another test. In this case, office address is running, so it's running a second job for it. Here you can see the test that we were running failed. We've got the transcript of the call. We have a recording of the call. We can download that. The call completed in 41 seconds. The test failed. And then down here we have an analysis section that shows how it got that test result. So it's got your pass and fail criteria, and then how those were evaluated, and then any comments on the test, suggestions on how to improve the functionality of the call or the prompts. And if it had collected any data, it would display it here to kind of give you a quick at-a-glance look. And if you want to use your transcript somewhere else, you can just click that and copy it and paste it wherever you like. So while we were looking at that, the other test came back as failed, which we expected. And the TPS check is still running. So you can see up here, we've got 1 test passed, 1 failed, 1 still running. So these will just update live as the tests change status. We can also view these at the channel and the project level. So we can see that the one that was running is finished. So we've got 2 passing and 1 failing, which is what we're expecting. You can do the same thing with other projects. In this case, we have 2 different channels. One is set up for our AI receptionist, and one is set up for the support line. Again, we have an intentionally failing test here under support because we didn't actually put the support email address in. But that's a quick summary of how it works. So if you have any questions, you can go to Testzilla.AI and sign up. We're doing a wait list right now, but if you want to send me a message, we'll pull you through the wait list and walk you through how to set everything up. We'll also include a $20 credit so you can start playing with stuff without risking any of your own money. And if you like it, great. We've got a feedback section here. If you want to send us any information or screenshots, we can do it right in the app. We also have a transcripts function. I'll cover this in a little more detail in another video. But basically, you can copy this URL and put this into a, currently it's just working with VAPI. You can put this in as the VAPI server address to run after the call is done. For any number that you want to just be able to view transcripts. And you can also set it up to send you copies by email automatically. And if you're using the mobile version, which is in testing at the moment, it can also give you a push notification. So if you've got numbers you want to get notified as soon as something happens, you can do it that way. Profiles. Got your basic information. If you want to buy additional credits, you can do that here. You can view the transaction history. We're going to make this more descriptive down the road, but you can just see all the charges to the account. And you can sign out if you're done using it. It's mobile responsive, so you can switch to a mobile view. And that's pretty much it. All right, thanks.